Oh, good morning everybody. Today we're going to be working on a bookshelf here at the Red Corn Woodworking, Red Corn Workshop, whatever you want to say. My name is Brian Harris. I had a customer recently reach out to me wanting a bookshelf. Wanted to keep the cost down a little bit, so we're going to be working with some pine panels here. And step off camera for a second. Look about these little pine panels at Lowe's. I am not sponsored by Lowe's, but anyway. Anyways, the dimensions of this bookshelf are going to be 4 foot long, 32 inches tall, by 15 inches deep. So we're going to start off with ripping these boards down to 15 inches. The customer did say that there's a little wiggle room with the dimensions, that they don't have to be exact, so that'll be pretty nice. And I try to make a video whenever a customer requests me to build something for them. That way they can see the whole process, see all the work that goes into it, and know that I don't just walk out here and wiggle my nose and a bookshelf appears. Alright. So we'll go ahead and get this started. Alright, so I'm only going to be ripping 3 of these boards down to the 15 inches because they're going to make up the sides and the shelf in the middle of the box. And I'm going to leave a little bit of an overhang on the tops and bottom. So cover your ears. So I better turn my dust collection off first. I got to plug in my cord first. So now I'm going to start working on the sides here, and this is where those end cuts are going to come into play. So they want the overall height to be 32 inches. So I'll go ahead and mark that here on the board. I already pre-measured, mark my spot. There we go, mark a little line there. But the top of the table, or the bookshelf, is going to sit on top of this, so that's going to add an extra height to it. So let's see. I'll put this at the line that I just drew. Then I'm going to mark it. And then there's going to be a board on the bottom, so I'll go ahead and put it down there and mark that. We can draw my line there. If I can hold my hand steady. Haven't eaten today. Can't afford to with this economy. My nose is picked clean. Alright, so but I also plan on putting on some little feet on the bottom. We're going to make those, let's see what looks right. Let's say, yeah, 3 inches. That looks about right. So let's see. I'll put that line there, and that's still plenty of room to add books, unless she's got some giant leather-bound books from the Renaissance or the medieval period. But I'll go ahead and mark my line, and I'll send her a message just to make sure. So now, if everything's okay with that, with her, then we're looking at 27.5 inches. I'm going to use my miter sled to get this cut because I don't trust my miter saw to cut a straight line. good. Bad boy. Make sure we'll be good there. All right. Here we go. Turn my vacuum on. Cover your ears. Repeat that one more time so we can get the sides here. Alright, so now we're going to cut our rabbet. I found the center of the board right there, so then I marked over the width of the shelf because it's going to fit right in there whenever we get through. That way it's got a little bit better support than just prayer. Here we go, and you mark your blade height. I did about center of the board there. I just eyeballed that. It'll be fine. You just kind of line it up there, make sure it's where it needs to be. Alright, cover your ears. And we'll just keep making that cut all the way down until we take that center piece out. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and start gluing up these side panels onto that middle shelf. That way I can just start getting everything kind of squared up and measured out so I can get this thing knocked out. Alright, where's the glue? Don't eat the glue. I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to myself. Put a good amount in there. We used to have a little yellow brush, but as you can tell, probably pretty easy for me to lose stuff in here because I get busy and just forget to put things up. Go. They're all glued in there nice. Look the other side. Get around, get all over your fingers and clothes. There we go. Wipe it on the corner of your desk. Stand this up there. And I'll tack in a couple brad nails just to hold it together for the time being. Get in there. Tight joint. That's good. I'm going to put a clamp on it. The woodworker can never have too many clamps. It's just to put it all together. So I get some nails in it real quick. I'm only going to nail one side because that side's not that flush yet. That's not a nail gun. What did I do with that nail gun? I'm probably hiding right where I can see it. There it is. Probably should have drew a line. Okay, move this over so I can draw a line with my square. Maybe thinking, Brian, how do you find anything in your shop? Shut up. Alrighty, a battery died in the middle of that, but it's okay. Couple in there for now. Take this off. Draw me a line on this side. Of course, when I need a mallet, there's one. Perfect. Alright, so now we're going to work on the bottom shelf. It's going to have a rabbet as well. So my blade height's already adjusted, so now I just got to cut this out. It's going to go in the center of the board. So my board's against that fence. Alright. Cover your ears. Alright, so I already drew a line where that overhang is going to be. It's not going to be a lot of an overhang, but it's going to be enough. But I'm going to put screws in this point because they'll be hidden, they'll be underneath. But I'm going to throw in some, pre-drill some holes here. Just to make sure this thing stays together real good. Yeah, there you go. the other side. You can't see me because I'm way over here. But just believe me, trust me, I'm doing it. I need a cameraman or a woman. So if you know anybody that likes to work for free and run a camera, let me know. I'll pay them in peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or something. I don't know. Okay, get this drill out the way. Oh, it'll be fine right there. Scoop this. I can't really scoop. Oh, where's that glue at? Sniff it out. There it is. Oh, if my hands, I'd pull the cap back there. Run some glue right through there. Over the screw holes. Do it again on the other side. There you go, buddy. Suck it up there. The one on the bottom. Oh! Making it bend over. And put the rest of the screws in. I put one top, middle, and bottom. There you go. You get the idea. Okay, so now we've got the sides put on, we can get a measurement for this right here. And we can put the piece right in there, that measurement for it. Alright, I'll get this measured out, cut down and slid in, and be back with you. There you go. Now I'll add some glue. Put some nails across there. Go ahead and mark my line. Just so y'all know, I had no blueprints for this. It's all on the inside of my brain. A little bit longer. Get me a longer line for no brad nails. There we go. I'll run some glue, put some nails in, and then we'll start working on the top. Yeehaw. Alright, so on the top of this we got just a little bit of an overhang. It's at a 7/16, one less than 8/16. One right up there. We're going to run some glue, of course. Brad nail it. And then we can start doing some little decorative stuff on this. Church it up a little bit. Check you out. We're getting there. Alright, kind of off camera here, I've made this little foot template. That way I can trace them out, make sure that they all are the same. And then after I get them all cut out, I'm going to cut a 45-degree edge. right across that way they can piece together and look real nice there on the bottom. Alright. So we'll go ahead and get these cut out on the bandsaw. Alright, let's get this going. There we go. Now I just gotta do this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6 more times. Alright, so this next cut's pretty hairy. So be careful. Like I said, you want to put a 45 on there so that these pieces, I already cut one, I'll show you an example. We got these two pieces here. Put that 45 on them, that way they can meet there in the corner. Make them feet up for the bookshelf here. You got to pay attention. Start off going this way, and I'll line it right there up on that, and make sure my hand is back out of the way. Shoot! It's scooted a little bit, but it'll be alright. Now on this cut, I have to do it this way. Wait. Let's see. 45. 45 to go. This way. Let them meet. So yeah, I gotta hold it pretty sketchy here. That's what I was talking about. Be careful, pay attention. Nice and slow. Just like that. Be right back. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a little trick on the glue up, because you can't really conveniently clamp 45s together because they're just going to slide apart. What you do is you put them together like so. Get you some tape. Push them together there. Run your tape down that seam. Sure it's pressed down pretty good. Flip it over. Get your glue. Right through there. Sandwich those pieces together, line them up. They don't line up very well. Start over. Okay. Pull that tape over, knock that glue out, press it in, whatever. Now you can sit there and wait 24 hours for that to dry up. And cure. Or you can grab your brad nailer. Boom! and push it all apart. Goodness gracious. But at least I got one in there. Watch some fingers. Yeah. There you go. Now I've got to do that 4 more times. Okay, so now we got our feet attached. Right there. Don't worry, I'm going to end up running maybe one of these across through there. Get it ripped down. Do the same. And just kind of make it look nice. But first, I'm going to put some little decoration on this top here. Using my Harbor Freight palm router. Cover your ears. Get up here close so you can see that little router work there. Alright, so I was originally thinking about going to the store and just buying a little thin sheet of plywood to cover the back. But that thin sheet of plywood costs more than these panels. And I still have one panel, but I'm just going to put these panels up on the back. I just have to go to the store tomorrow one more time and grab another one of these 4-footers. But while I'm waiting on that tomorrow, I'm going to put this big one on the top. Cover up this area. Yeah, keep costs down. 13 and 6/16. Come here. Alright, now we gotta get our length. Excuse me. 13, 45 and 13/16. 45 and 13/16. Give it a go. Alright, let's see how it fits. So here is that panel in there. Got it glued and stapled in. Now we just got to fill in these two tomorrow. Turned out pretty nice. I'll probably pick up some wood filler, cover up these screw holes, little brad nail holes. Do some final sanding, and then get it delivered to the owner. Heck yeah. Okay, here we are, day 2 of this bookshelf build. So I'm getting our measurements for this back panel here. Let's see, we are at 13 and 5/16. 13 and 5/16. So we'll rip our board down. Just got back from Lowe's. Rip this down to 13 and 5/16. And then we'll get our length on these boxes. Alright, so now we gotta get our length on the box. Cut them one at a time. We're at, that's gonna be tight, so look, just a hair past 22 and a half. Almost 22 and 9/16, but not quite. Alright, that mark. Go here. Alright, so we got that panel on. Got one more to go. A little final sanding. Get the dust out your throat. Let's see. This is why we measure them both, because this one's at 22 and a half. Got 22 and a half. Alright. Okay, so I ended up just taking it over back to the bandsaw there, cutting it out. Let's see how it fits. See how it looks. Nice. Put it up there. Take a step back to see how it looks. What do y'all think? Oh, you can't really tell. Let me zoom in. Alright, one more woodworking tip for you if you're getting started in woodworking. Save your finishing touches for the end. So, we're going to do one more thing here. Got a little piece of scrap wood here from the build. I put that up there, but so I don't take away from a lot of the space to be able to get the books in, we're going to carve a little arc on these ends and just have a little thin strip that runs across there. So, let's get that knocked out. Alright, change of plans. Instead of having it sitting on the face like this, because then this is going to be the only thing sticking out past the surface of this bookshelf. It might look a little goofy. So I'm going to recess it back in here to fit flush with the face of everything on here. So I got to redraw this, recut it, and all that jazz, and then we'll put it on. Okay, so I ended up just taking it over back to the bandsaw there, cutting it out. Let's see how it fits. See how it looks. Nice. Put it up there. Take a step back to see how it looks. What do y'all think? Oh, you can't really tell. Let me zoom in. Don't look too shabby. Alright, so now we're just going to do a little palm sanding. Just kind of round over some of these sharp edges there. Nothing too aggressive. holes here in the top, nail holes. I get a fill in some putty, but other than that, we are done.